a third of men, 33%, a little over a third of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. So I've got a question for the men. So my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done.
You know, I'm seeing more and more of these videos, and honestly, it makes me sad because guys have told women why. We've made it very clear why we're walking away. And we're walking away in droves, and it's only going to get worse because you're not hearing why we're walking away. It's very simple. Don't read between the lines. Hear these words. There is absolutely no benefit anymore to being in a relationship with a woman for a man. None. Zero. Zilch. Especially when you consider the risk compared to any potential reward. Roughly 55% of marriages end in divorce, and the guy loses everything. Add into it all the relationships where they...
A quiet shift has been taking place in the dating market, and more women are starting to recognize it. After years of observing relationship outcomes, financial realities, and changing social dynamics, many men have become far more deliberate about where they invest their time, energy, and commitment. Experience has taught them to be selective rather than reactive, and that growing selectiveness is steadily reshaping modern dating.
I think a lot of men are looking at women and they're very liberal, they're overweight, they have a very high estimation of themselves. I think that people call it hoflation.
Hoflation?
Yes, their sense of their own looks and sexual value is very inflated. And so a lot of people are looking at these like frumpy, obnoxious, loudmouth, liberal women who are also very promiscuous and saying this is not actually appealing at all.
What we're seeing today is the result of many men re-evaluating what truly brings value to their lives. Instead of pursuing relationships simply because it's expected, they're becoming far more intentional about where they invest their time, energy, and attention. More men are choosing to build lives centered around peace, purpose, freedom, and personal growth, rather than chasing outcomes they cannot control. And once a man creates a life he genuinely enjoys, he becomes much less willing to sacrifice that peace for anything that doesn't clearly improve it.
Collectively, as women, we all need to come to the realization that men just don't want to be men anymore. Men want to be treated exactly how women are treated. They want to be taken out on dates. They want to be called and text first. Ultimately, they want to feel like they are the catch. And that's not to say that some men aren't the catch. We no longer have chivalry, okay? Chivalry does not exist. Men are not out here doing grand gestures anymore. It's a lot of men who don't buy flowers or refuse to buy flowers. It's a lot of men who don't even believe in dates. Men haven't been masculine for a long time. Men haven't been manly for a long time. And men have not been providers for a long time. Shit, men don't even want to protect you no more, okay? You got a lot of men that they just sit up and they post about women all day. They post about how women ain't shit and they should be taken out too and they should get this and they should get that. They bash women all day long, okay? They hate women. A lot of men hate women, you guys. Unfortunately, those are the ones who act like they like women when they really don't. A lot of men feel like they have to compete with us. And in today's society, there are so many men who have turned women bashing into what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like all day, they're talking about how women shouldn't have this and women shouldn't get that and women expect to be taken out on dates and women are broken. Women are... So, what do you like about women? You know what I mean? Like, what is it about women that you do like? You know what I mean? What are you looking for in a woman? You know, because y'all complain about everything that a woman does. Do you want a man?
Enough men are reaching a stage in life where fulfillment no longer depends on being in a relationship. The need for constant attention, validation, or approval has been replaced by a desire for peace, stability, and genuine purpose. They are focused on building lives they enjoy waking up to, whether someone else is part of that journey or not. And if a relationship doesn't bring value to that life, many see no reason to force one.
Where are all the guys that initiate dates?
Where are they? Why are you even asking? I mean, you told them to go away. You told them to leave you the hell alone. You told them you didn't want them, you didn't need them, and that they really served no purpose. And they heard you. So they're off, hanging with their bros, maybe having a few beers, playing some video games, have a little brisket on the smoker. They're enjoying life. They're done dealing with your drama. They're done dealing with your inane expectations. they're done dealing with you. I mean, let's face it. You told them you'd rather be with the bears, so that's exactly what they're doing. They're letting the bears have you. You see, ladies, you've made one huge mistake. You forced men to look at things. You forced them to analyze relationships and see if they're worth it. And they found out, no, they're not. They find that their lives are...
Questions about why men are leaving the dating market often reveal something deeper. Women tend to become curious when a group they once expected to participate suddenly becomes less available. The shift catches attention because it wasn't expected, and the conversations surrounding it continue to grow louder.
What happened to yearning? What happened to men that pursue? What happened to men being confident enough to make the first move? I feel like our generation is just so whacked out. Like we're just all messed up, and I think with the phones, we're just so antisocial and just everything is just out of sorts and it's not how it used to be. And I think it's a real shame that like the art of dating and like yearning and pursuing is just dead. Like I watch shows like Bridgerton, I'm like, oh my God, we will never have that again. It's just gonna get worse. And it's actually so sad. Especially dating apps have just ruined it all.
The reality is that both men and women have changed over the years. Dating expectations, relationship dynamics, social media influence, and modern culture have reshaped how people interact with one another. Instead of complaining about it, many men have simply adapted, and adaptation is often more productive than resentment.
I've given up dating and pursuing women, and I think more men should do the same. I haven't given up out of hopelessness. I've given up out of clarity. And no, it's not because I'm gay. This isn't a coming out video, but that'd be really funny if it was. I've deleted the apps. I've stopped chasing, and instead I've become completely obsessed with building the life that I actually want to live. My music, my businesses, my health, my home, my son, my purpose, the things that actually set my soul on fire. And here's what I've realized. That obsession brings me more fulfillment than any relationship ever has. I wake up genuinely excited about what I'm building, and there's something that feels so deeply right about a man who knows exactly what he's here to do and just does it. So that's the work right now. Not becoming perfect, just focused on being whole, because the version of me that I'm embodying doesn't need a woman to feel complete.
Many men have discovered something they never expected. A fulfilling life built around purpose, goals, friendships, hobbies, health, and freedom often provides more satisfaction than constantly pursuing validation from others. That realization changes how a man approaches relationships. And once he experiences that peace, it becomes difficult to give it up.
The reason that a man should always pay for the dates is because when a man and a woman go on a date together, the woman's time is more valuable. Because looks fade and I need to have children by a certain age, then the least you could do is pay for the date.
If you want a guy to pay for you, just say that. We're not going to jump through all these mental gymnastics. A man's time is just as valuable as a woman's time. And no, just because you get ready and wear makeup doesn't mean that your time is also more valuable or important. It doesn't matter. She's trying to weasel her way out of responsibility. Men pay for dates out of generosity and courtship and just respect. But I'm telling you right now, what you're talking about is entitlement. You feel like you're entitled to something just because you're a woman. It's really funny because the only time women want to actually live in this so-called patriarchy is when it benefits them. Instead of just going out of the norm and being like, you know what, I'm going to pay for myself. We could pay for each other separately or something like that.
If someone's time is valuable, they have every right to protect it. Men are increasingly deciding that their attention, effort, and commitment should be invested carefully rather than freely given away. That doesn't come from bitterness. It comes from experience.
Men should pay on first dates, men should provide, protect, men should be chivalrous. Ivy, you agree with all of those. And in addition, husbands should be willing to die protecting you, take the bullet. If we can say men should do all these things, what are we allowed to say women should?
Women should provide emotional support.
But men should do that too, right? Mm-hmm. Is there no expectation for men to be emotionally supportive in a relationship?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that goes both ways.
Okay. Women should be caring. Like women should care for family. Women should.
But the man should also be caring.
Yes, but in a different way. Like, I think women tend to have better bonds with both children and other people. I
Well,
think
that's
that
a strong
women
claim
can,
there.
Women can network and socialize.
Men can also network and socialize.
Yes, but women.
So what should women
can support a man by being that like caring, supportive.
What should women do uniquely?
I
Clara?
believe they should submit to their man.
Yes.
I believe a woman should bow as soon as I get home. What do you guys think?
Absolutely not. She's she's not your slave.
Not to get into like anything personal, but like, yeah, I kind of like agree with that. Like, I like a guy to be dominant.
Oh, so you would do it, you would hit a bow.
Yeah, I guess I would.
For a long time, a growing number of men have begun re-evaluating situations where expectations feel one-sided. When accountability, boundaries, or honest conversations are met with resistance, many simply choose not to engage. Instead of carrying burdens that don't belong to them, they are focusing on their own goals, priorities, and peace of mind. And that shift has led many men to become far more intentional about where they invest their time and energy. If the message hit home, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.